Hi everybody. I am very honored and grateful that the Arthritis Foundation has asked me to share chair yoga with you. My name is Cindy and I'm very appreciative that I can teach as well as practice yoga because it really helps me to manage the two types of arthritis that I have. So today, in honor of the Arthritis Foundation, I have as much green on as I could find. I would invite you to find a comfortable, sturdy chair that you can practice in today. And also, if you have something under the chair, like a carpet or a yoga mat, that would be really helpful for safety. Also, I will be offering use of a belt or a scarf to use during the asana practice, the movement practice that I'll be offering you. Again, it's about 20 minutes or 25 minutes today. So to start, I would invite you to find a comfortable seat, whatever that may be for you. Settling into your practice, beginning to turn your attention inward, perhaps by closing your eyes or taking a soft gaze to the earth. Settling in, fidgeting around, finding that perfect place to sit. And notice how you feel today, physically, emotionally, mentally, and energetically. Use that information to help inform your practice. Whether you've been practicing for many years or you're brand new to yoga, we're all beginners each time we step onto our mat or sit in our chair, because we're different every time we practice. So use that introspective awareness, that ability to tap inside to notice how you feel today and make perfect choices for you. In whatever different movements I offer, please make this practice your own. So in finding that comfortable seat, I'm going to turn our attention to our alignment. So making sure that your feet or some part of your feet are connected to the earth. Just feel grounded, feel the connection to the earth. And then bring that awareness to the base of your spine as you connect the base of the spine to the chair. And then invite the crown of the head to lift right up toward the sky. Soften into the face and jaw, throat, eyes. And think of the back of your head pressing against an imaginary pillow. Just line up your head. Just keep that nice alignment, ears over shoulders, if that's accessible to you. And then drawing the shoulders down away from the ears with just a gentle pinch of shoulder blades to back body, drawing them together, which will help to give the breath more room to move and expand, but also allow the heart to open a bit more. The theme of our practice this morning is loving kindness towards yourself. And then we'll be able to share more of that with others. So as we're rooting into the chair and rising up through the crown, softening into the arms and legs, feet and hands. Any little micro movements, again, just checking in with yourself. Notice how you feel. So you can make those perfect choices that we talked about earlier. And then turn your attention to the breath, whether it's through the nose or combination of nose and mouth breath, whatever works best for you. On the inhale, just notice the parts of the body that engage or expand with the breath. Maybe a slight pause at the top of that inhale, and then allow on the exhale the breath to just flow out And maybe, if it serves you today, maybe release something that you don't need. Whatever that may be. Maybe stress, tension, whatever it may be. Just let it go if you can. Even for this short amount of time. It's so helpful. Your inhales and exhales can be of the same length, or you can invite your exhales to be a little bit longer than the inhale, which will help to calm the nervous system, help to quiet the mind. So our first asana will be a breath practice with some gentle movement. So be mindful again as we start to invite movement into our practice of how you feel, how your shoulders are feeling, your elbows, all the upper body engagement here to start. So as we sit nice and tall in our chair, you can have your back against the back of the chair if that feels better, or you can sit a little bit forward, lengthening through crown as we said earlier. Connecting the palms together and thumbs right to heart space. Right where that loving kindness lives. And then on the inhale, just draw the arms open, elbows gently squeeze to back body. Maybe look up if that's comfortable for your neck. And then on the exhale, we're going to wrap the arms around us like a gentle hug. Doesn't matter which arm is on top, which arm is on the bottom. You can tuck in your chin a bit if that feels good. Give yourself a hug. Then on the next inhale, opening up again, expanding, maybe gazing upward, or simply raise the eyes up if the neck feels a little bit uncomfortable with that. And then you're going to switch top and bottom arms if you can. Wrapping again, giving yourself that gentle hug, bringing everything back to heart space. Couple more here. Expand in any way that feels good. Allow that breath to flow into the body, and then on the exhale, release. Nicely done. One more time here. And then pausing in that gentle hug. Bringing everything again in toward the heart space. And then gazing forward, relaxing the arms down, letting the hands land wherever is comfortable, and begin to just move those shoulders. Maybe rolling them back, maybe rolling them forward, or maybe like a figure 8, forward and back. Again, whatever feels good for you. However you move, though, I would encourage you, invite you to move the other way as well. So if you're rolling to the back, then invite that movement forward as well. Nicely done. And then relaxing down, take your right hand to the arm of the chair, or it can be on your leg here. If you have an arm on your chair, actually, that can be nicely accessible as well. That can be a nice support. So now the left arm, we're going to bring it up. This is where, again, you're going to decide, how does your shoulder feel? Would you rather stay here, maybe up, or maybe all the way, depending again on how you feel today? Taking a breath and then slowly reaching over to that right side. Your drishti is your gaze. So maybe you want to look up at the top hand, maybe straight ahead, or maybe down to the right. Maybe circling the wrist. I'll bring my arm down so you can see a bit more. Circle the wrist, maybe close and open the hands. And then go the other way. Beautiful. And then come to stillness, lengthening through that whole left side body, stretching and breathing. Send the breath into the side. Lungs, beautifully done. And then floating down that left hand to the left side, whether you have an arm of the chair or the seat or your leg. Other arm up, lengthen here again. Feel all the way through. How does it feel on this side? Keeping that same side sits bone connected to the chair, floating over, breathe. Find your drishti. And then again with your hands, circle the wrists. Maybe close and open the hands. Beautiful. And then the other way. And then come to stillness, pause, breathe. Always focusing on the breath. And then releasing that right arm down, nicely done. Again, just shoulder rolls, moving around any way that feels comfortable to you. And then we're going to invite some seated cat-cow movements. So making sure your feet are planted on the earth. I know if you're anything like me and you lean back, your feet don't touch, so you might have to come a little bit forward here. Sitting, again, nice and tall, taking the hands on the legs. We're going to lengthen through the spine. So think of the crown of the head lifting. And then on the exhale, we're just going to round a little bit forward, just gazing down. Maybe those hands slide along the legs as you round into the neck and upper back. And then on the inhale, sitting up nice and tall, extending, draw the shoulder blades back, gazing upward. Just moving through this seated cat-cow a few times. This is a wonderful way to warm up the spine. Again, sharp pain should always be avoided. Create your perfect yoga practice by listening to what you need. Practice that loving kindness for yourself. Taking care of ourselves so that we may take care of others. Good. And then coming all the way back up. Beautiful. Again, finding that perfect seat. This posture is called Sukhasana or easy pose. So the feet or some parts of the feet are connected, lengthen through crown. Now we're going to offer a spinal twist. If that is not accessible or if it doesn't feel good to you, you have lots of choices. You can stay right here in Sukhasana and just envision the body twisting. Or you could decide maybe you only want to turn your head to one side and then center, and then the other side. Again, perfect choice. If you want the twist from the base of the spine up, you're going to take a breath in, keep that beautiful alignment, and then on the exhale, we're going to slowly rotate to the right. Don't force it. Go as far as you can comfortably. Hands can land wherever is comfortable for you. Keep that length in the spine. That's the most important part of a twist. We don't want to crank into it. We really want to just allow the body to find that perfect gentle alignment. And then slowly unwind back to center. Pause here. Notice how that felt. And then with that beautiful lengthened spine, taking a breath, and this time again, ask yourself, do you want to turn the other way? Do you want your head to turn, or from the waist up? Taking a breath, find the perfect twist on this side. Honor your body, listen to what you need. Dropping that left shoulder down, making room for the head to turn. Breathe as fully as you can in this twist. Nice. And then come back to center. Pausing here. Perfectly done. Nice. And then with the feet connected, keeping that spine nice and tall, we're just going to rock forward and back, just like we're in a rocking chair here. Just lengthening through that spine. So keep that spine nice and lengthened. Lift that crown to the skies. Again, just more ways to move through, gauging all these parts of the body. And then coming back to sitting nice and tall. Hands can go on the sides of the chair, the arms of the chair, or stay on the legs. Again, you might want to widen out the feet a bit for this one. And just invite that side to side movement now as we're moving into adding a little gentle movement here, side to side. Send the breath there. Notice how this feels. How does one side feel compared to the other? Not in a judgmental way, but just informative. Knowing what your body needs and how to move through yoga practice. So important. Beautifully done. And then coming back to easy pose. Now, if you have a belt or a scarf, I would invite you to pick it up now. We're going to work a little bit with the legs and hips now, lower legs. So you're going to take your scarf or your belt. If you have a yoga strap, great. You're going to take it and step on it with your right foot. So you want that left foot to be connected to the earth. And again, if you have any hip challenges, you're going to be very mindful here as to how this feels. Remember, no sharp pain. And using the arms to do the work, we're going to just gently lift and lower. Maybe you'd rather just keep the foot on the earth and not lift at all. That's fine. Or maybe you come up a tiny bit. That's fine. Whatever you do is great. Nice. And the next time that leg comes up, we're going to gently rock it, open and close. This is really helpful for getting out of a car, getting out of a chair. Perfect. And now continuing this asana or movements on this side, gently begin to straighten that right leg. Now, you don't want to ever feel pinching in the joints. That means you're overstretching. All you want to do is feel the stretch in the lower part of the leg below the knee and the upper part here. So you're going to sit up nice and tall, hamstring stretch seated. Draw the shoulders back, keep that lengthened spine. Again, working with the entire body in yoga. Keep the breath moving. And then we're going to take this right leg out to the right, and you're going to place the heel down on the earth. Take that belt or scarf or strap in the same side. Other arm comes up, lengthen through the side body as we find gate pose. Leaning over toward that extended straight leg. Again, find your drishti. Where do you want to be gazing? Breathe. Maybe that top shoulder, that airborne shoulder pulls back a bit. Nice. And then slowly on the next inhale, coming up, bring that straight leg right in front and have the other leg to meet it now. This is called staff pose. So both heels are down. Toes are lifted. We're sitting up nice and tall here. Transitioning. Nice. Taking the right leg out of the strap. Now you have the left leg slightly bent. Now you're on this other side. Now we're going to slowly come up and down. Just again, do what you can. Keep the breath flowing. Let the arms do the work. Good. And then coming up, just a gentle rock again. Open here. Do what you can. Coming back to center, straightening out that leg. Again, be mindful not to lock. A lock is a total straightening of a joint. We don't want to do that. We want a slight bend, what we call a soft lock. And again, the thing to feel for is that pinching. We don't want that pinching. Nice. And then we're going to move into gate pose on the other side. So we're going to take this leg, bring it over as best it can go. Heel is down. Other leg can widen out a bit if that feels a little bit more stable. Strap is on the same side as your straight leg. Other arm comes up. Feel your way through. Where do you want to go? And then leaning over here, opening up the side body. Find the drishti and breathe. Keeping that same side sits bone connected to the chair. Nice. And then slowly release from our gate pose, bringing both those legs back to center, heels down, toes lift, drawing the elbows to side body. In staff pose, Dandasana. Think of the legs like we were standing on them. So you want them to be straight and strong. Beautiful. And then release both feet to the chair. You can do whatever you want with your scarf. Have a little flare here, whatever you'd like to do. And now we're going to close out our seated practice with our last posture called tree pose, seated tree. So the right leg is going to stay connected to the earth. The left leg, we're going to turn it out a bit, just like we just did in the other asana. Keeping the toes down, you can decide to keep that foot connected, or you can bring it up to the side, right below your knee. Bring the hands home to the heart, and then find your branches. Extend, bring the arms up, maybe gazing upward, looking here, maybe looking straight. Find tree pose. Vision, beautiful tree, whatever tree you'd like to be. And then bringing the hands down, bringing everything back to the heart. Pause, releasing everything. Relax, shake it out. Rock, move in whatever way feels good to you. And then we're going to find tree pose on the other side. So we're going to root into the left foot. That right leg is going to turn out a bit. The toes can stay down, or you can bring that side, the bottom of the foot, I should say, to the side of that leg. Not on the knee though, below the knee. Find your branches here. Where would you like to be? Maybe the arms are here. That's perfect. Maybe you'd like to be in cactus. Maybe you'd like to come all the way up. Envisioning again the rootedness, the groundedness to the earth with this beautiful tree pose. And then bringing hands together back to heart space. Pausing here, releasing and finding a comfortable place to sit for Shavasana, final relaxation. And this is really important, to take a relaxing Shavasana at the end of practice so that you can incorporate all of the benefits of your yoga practice, accept it into the body, mind, and spirit at the cellular level. So finding that comfortable place to sit. We'll sit in silence for about a minute. I will ring the chimes at the end of Shavasana. Allow the beautiful vibration of the chimes to reawaken you back to your body, back to your space. Inviting hands home to the heart in Anjali Mudra, connection to your beautiful heart center. We close with these words of loving kindness, and then we'll take one deep yoga breath together. May you be loved and loving. May you be safe from harm. May you be as healthy as you can be in this moment. May you be at ease and happy. Taking in a deep breath, however that may be for you. Exhale, bring everything back to the heart. Namaste. Have a wonderful day. Thank you.